unplugging from the outer world and just starting to notice the inside of yourself. So let's scan our body from head to toe and say hello to every part of our body today. You can even wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes a little bit, just to activate the body a little bit more. See how your body's feeling today. And as we do so, let's observe our breath. Let's watch our breath flow in and out of our lungs just for a few moments in time. Simply observing and watching, just noticing the breath as it flows in, filling up our lungs, gently expanding the rib cage, and then watching the breath as it flows out. And continuing to keep your awareness inside. And knowing by becoming the observer to ourselves, we take ourselves out of the story, out of the box, and into our position of power. On the outside, looking in, while still maintaining that awareness inside the heart, inside ourselves. Now we're going to activate the body first before starting the Ujjayi Breath. So go ahead and flex your toes a few times. And just make sure that the heels are drawn underneath the knees, toes in front of heels. And begin to press your heels down into the floor as you flex your toes up towards the sky. Just feeling the soft pads of the feet press down into the floor. And then release your toes down as well. Gently pressing down into the right foot and down into the left foot. Let's take a few breaths just like this, getting acquainted with that groundedness within. Still observing the breath, noticing which muscles are activated in the feet and the legs and the knees as we ground ourselves. Connecting our energy down. And may our roots grow strong no matter where we choose to plant our feet. Growing your roots deep down, all the way down, connecting to the core center of the earth. That's how strong your connection is. And let's go ahead and move our awareness up into the base chakra, and that's our base energy, and that's our first energy lock. So pull the pelvic wall up and then pull the navel in with a slight little rotation of the pelvic bones. You want to level the pelvic bone up and out. Take a few deep breaths here. Allowing the rest of your body to accommodate this subtle motion within the self. Feet are firmly planted and active. And your base energy center is activated as well. All right, moving on up, grounding the sit bones evenly into the chair. Elongate the spine. Begin to lengthen here as you stretch each vertebrae apart from each other lengthening all the way up through the crown of your head, just letting the shoulders go. Gentle breath as we start to tuck the chin down towards the ground and then pulling the chin in towards the back of the spine. Now let's start our Ujjayi breath, constricting the throat just a little bit, adding to that pressure of pulling the chin in and taking a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. Shoulders relaxed, heart center relaxed. Breath easily flows in and out. Whole body activated. Whole body breathing now. All right, let's start to link our movement to our breathing. Gently begin to breathe one ear towards one shoulder. And take your time here, breathing your way towards the other side. There's no rush, just breath. Giving your body time to catch up. And slowing the mind down. Anchoring it together with your breath. And gently breathing from side to side. Relaxing your shoulders. Continuing to press down through the feet. Checking in with your energy locks. Pulling the pelvic wall up and the navel in towards your spine. Let's see how the lower back feels today as we move with our breath. Now, as we are doing the shoulder and neck rolls, if you feel any tension in your lower back, you can adjust your pelvic bone, maybe arch your lower back out, or curl the tailbone under a little bit more slightly. Always adjust to fix and suit your needs best. What is your body telling you, especially in your lower back today? And then gently poke and prod and elongate the tissues in the lower back. Breathing life into the spine as we move through the neck and shoulders. All right, let's go ahead and start to stretch the throat, finding the chin at the center of the chest. Readjust your spine, each vertebrae above the other, as best you can as you take a breath to lift the chin to the sky. Teeth together, jaw relaxed. And take your time here, keeping the head active, in line with the spine. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Letting the skin stretch. And letting the throat cleanse of any energies and tension that may be stuck. A few more deep breaths here. You can use the backs of your hands on the tops of your thighs, pressing down for a little bit more traction. Opening up the shoulders and chest and heart to the sky. One more deep breath here. As you exhale, gently, slowly bring the chin back down towards the ground. Elongate the spine. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, firmly draw the hands to heart center 2 more times. Let's clear space. Inhale, press down through the feet. Reach past the fingertips. Exhale, firm, pressing the palms together. One more big breath. Stretching it all out. Exhale and bring it all together. Now let's go ahead and interlace the fingers. And we're going to press it down through the knees and up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders down your back. And we're going to start with the right foot this time. I can't see very well, but lift the right leg up off the floor, fully extended, rotating the ankle around and around, both directions, fanning the toes. Good. And now just set the heel on the floor. We're going to feel it out. Next, exhale. Lean back just a little bit and pull the palms down through, pressing it over the extended leg, all the way up to the sky again. Good. And take your time here. We're just going to feel out the right side of the body. And you want to feel that stretch along the back side of the right leg. Toes are active, pointing up towards the sky. And make sure you do a slight lean back, just to let the abdominals catch. Now finding that anchor through the left foot, that grounded foot. Continue to press down through the left foot as we breathe and move through this right side of the body. Good. And we're going to keep that right leg extended, heel to the floor. Now one more before we come into the twist. So the next time you find the palms up to the sky, stay here. And as you exhale towards the left leg, back hand behind you towards the spine, and the front hand just grips the outside of the left thigh. Now take a moment here. We're going to breathe into the belly, gently poking and prodding those tissues around the base of the spine, those tiny little muscles to life. And of course, checking in with the rest of the body. Right heel fully extended. Maybe wiggle the right toes to activate the muscles along that line. And next deep breath, see if you can pull the left shoulder back a little bit more, opening up the chest, sitting nice and tall, both hip bones evenly grounded. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky, keeping the shoulder plugged into the torso so you can reach up past the fingertips to stretch the muscles along that medial nerve that runs along the arm. Deep breath. And on the next exhale, side stretch, keep going over towards the right. Reach past those left fingertips, maybe even wiggle the fingertips a little bit, activating all those tiny little muscles along the rib cage. One more deep breath here. And exhale, coming back into the side twist. So back hand comes back behind you. Just going to reverse engineer our way back out, same way we came in. Inhale, circle sweep, both arms all the way up. Now lift up the right leg. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep the right leg lifted and go ahead and pulse the right leg up and down. Just a few times. Lean back just a little bit. Let the abdominals catch. And continue to pulse that right leg up and down just a few times. We're feeling out the abdominals, pressing through the feet, and then we'll breathe it 3 times. Inhale, press the leg out, and exhale, pull the right knee up and in. Good. 2 more. Inhale, press it out. Now use your core muscles to pull the knee up and in. Okay, 1 more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, use the belly button muscles to pull the knee in. Good. Now set the right leg down. We're going to tap it out and shake out the body. Shake it out completely. Now 3 forward folds. Inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to knees, leaning forward to stretch the lower back. Exhale, round the spine. Lead with the tailbone. Tuck the tailbone under. Roll it up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Chin last to lift. 2 more big breaths. Arms to the sky. Want to get as much air into the lungs. Lean it forward. Hands to the tops of the knees. And roll it up. Curl the tailbone under. Pressing the back of your spine away from you as you come up. Okay, 1 more. Inhale, lifting the arms. Using the top part of our lungs. Exhale, hands to knees. Leading with the heart center forward. Press the hips back into that fold. And as you exhale, curl the tailbone under. Pull the belly in. Round the shoulders. Rolling it up. Good. Now coming into the other side. Inhale, breathe it nice and high. Exhale. Hands come through and then come into the opposite finger, opposite thumb on top. Palm press. Start to lift. Arms all the way up to the sky and the left leg this time. And make sure you check in with the right foot. You want to make sure you can press down into all corners of the right foot. There's your anchor, and let's go ahead and start to open up the left foot to the right, to the left, rolling the ankle around, fanning the toes and breathing into the left side of the body. Okay, just feeling it out. Just seeing which side is tighter today, which side has a little bit more energy, and which side needs a little bit more energy. And of course, the side that needs more energy, we're going to breathe a little bit deeper on that side. So go ahead and set the left heel down on the floor, toes to the sky, nice and active. As we exhale, let's breathe it back. Press it forward, through, up and away. Good. Feeling it out on this left side, using the right foot as your anchor. Good. And leaning back just a little bit, feeling your abdominals. And allowing these moves to come from your core power as well. Keeping your lower back nice and strong. Checking in with your bandhas. Even the chin lock bandha, so you want to elongate the back of your neck. A few more deep breaths here. Really stretching through the back of the left leg. Getting the energy to flow into every part of the body. Last one before we start the twist. So next time your arms are up at the sky, sit nice and tall. Exhale to the right side. Now let's just stay here for a moment. And take stock of the body. Let the spine unwind. back hand is just going to come back behind you at the base of the spine. And the front hand grips the outside of the knee. And go ahead and flex your left toes, that extended leg a few times to activate the muscles along that line. You can come in. Oh, good job, buddy. What's the next thing you have to do? Okay. Okay, good. Okay. and Corey took Scarlett to go play soccer this morning, so we have a special guest. Okay, where were we? Oh yes. Okay, so we're in the twist. You want to take a deep breath and pull your right shoulder back just a little bit more. And lean back just a little bit more. Activate the core muscles. Press down into the right foot, and we're going to inhale the back arm all the way up to the sky. And hold it here. And slowly go all the way over. And even feel through the fingertips to reach past them. Breathing life into the rib cage. All the way down through the hip. And return back into that twist. Nice and slow. Good. And once you're there, then we'll come out. Inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center, lifting the left leg now. Go ahead and roll it around a few times. Lean back. And here we go. We're going to use our abdominal muscles to make these moves happen. Inhale as you press the foot away, as you lean back a little bit more. Exhale, use the belly button to pull the knee in. 2 more. Inhale, press it away to lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Good. 1 more. Inhale, press it out. And exhale, pull it in. Tight, tight, tight. And let it go. Sit down. Tap it out. Shake it out. Now 3 big breaths. Inhale, getting length in the lower back. Exhale, hands to knees, gently leading with the heart forward. Press the hips back and fold. Exhale, roll it up. Really tuck the tailbone under. Good, let's get more length. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to knees, lean the heart forward. And then roll it up. Nice and slow. 1 more. Inhale to rise. And exhale. Leaning it all the way forward. Good. And roll. Good, good, good. Now go ahead and toe heel the feet out into goddess. We want to open up the hips now. So the heels are going to be in and the toes are going to point out. Go ahead and flex your toes a few times. Just get some movement, fanning all the toes. And then leave your toes flexed up towards the sky. So you can ground the heels down into the floor. Let's breathe into the shoulders. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down through to the insides of the thighs. Leaning it forward, we're just gonna roll the left shoulder down and breathe our way to switch sides. So we're gonna come back and forth through here, going side to side as we breathe. And whenever you pull one of your shoulders forward and down, I'm going to pull that same hip on the same side back to open up the lateral muscles along the spine, along the shoulders. pulling the belly in as well. And clear that space, clear that line. And also gently activate the abdominal muscles that connect through the hips, but in a very gentle way. We're strengthening, stretching, and releasing tension all at the same time. All right, once you're done with your right shoulder, if you started with your left or the opposite, come to the center and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Now toe heel the feet back in all the way to the knees and the feet coming together at the same time. Good. We're going to come into a twist now. Inhale all the way up. Exhale towards the right. Good. Now the same thing. We're going to breathe our way from side to side. And try to keep the hips and the knees in line with each other. So that can be a little bit daunting, but hopefully we'll get it by the time we're done, because they like to come out of line with each other. And we want to keep them in line so we can get a nice, even stretch of the hips and the lower back. Now, once we've got the hips and knees down, checking in with the core. So the tailbone is going to be tucked under slightly so you can pull the pelvic wall up and the navel in towards your spine. Good. Now keeping the core nice and strong, we're going to stay here facing the left and come into that side twist now. So squeezing the inner thighs together, squeezing the knees, back arm comes up towards the sky and over to the side. Now being careful not to crunch in the right, so you want to lift up. Resist that sinking down. Keep that lift. Good, good, good. We're going to go a little bit deeper now. Now use that front hand to just hold on to the outside of your leg. Okay. And stretch to open up the side waist. One more deep breath here. Good. Exhale to come back. Nice and slow. Good. Other side. Inhale to lengthen. Now get the stretch, that even stretch in your spine. Keep that length and side twist towards the right. Good. Pulling the right shoulder back. Getting that length. Inhale, back arm all the way up and over. And you want to keep that right hip anchored down into the chair. And the shoulder is anchored into the torso as you reach and stretch through the fingertips. Now go ahead and keep going, moving slowly with your breath and resisting the urge to hunker down. Keep lifting up out of the joints. One more breath here. And slowly come all the way back up into the twist. Get the length in the spine. Good. Now inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to knees, leaning it forward. Knees are still together. Rolling it up. One vertebrae at a time. Good. Shake it out. Shake the hips and knees out. And we're going to start with the left leg this time. So go ahead and bring the left foot above the right knee. And take your time here. Flex that left foot, that uplifted foot, just a few times. You can hang on to your foot and knee, maybe even massage your knee a little bit. Allowing your hips to open up naturally. And just starting to breathe into your hips. And letting your body quiet down. And letting your left hip open up. Gently supporting that openness with your hands. And the foot anchored into the floor. Now we're going to go ahead and cross this leg all the way over. So next breath, go ahead and cross the left leg all the way over the right. And the right foot just comes to the center midline of your body. Top toes on the left foot point down towards the ground. Inhale, let's add in the arms. Good. Exhale, lean back just a little bit so that we can place the right arm under the left arm on top, right arm on the bottom, wrapping the arms around or just reaching for opposite shoulders. Once you line up the elbows and knees, see if you can gently rock the arms right there at the elbows forward and back a few times to gently tug on the shoulder strings. Deep breath. Now lifting the elbows up to that shoulder height. Exhale, hug them into Sleeping Eagle, Garudasana. Rounding the back, pulling the belly in, hugging elbows to knees, balling up your energy, your power. And taking a deep breath here. Giving yourself a hug. You made it. It's a brand new year. Brand new energy flowing through these veins. All right, next breath. Slowly start to use your core to lift the elbows all the way back up. And exhale, letting them go. Good. Shake it out. Take the top leg and shake it out. Whole body now. And feet are about hip width distance apart. We're just going to take the right foot, pull it up over the left knee. And here is where you can really tell which hip is tighter than the other, which side. Oh, maybe it's your right side today that's tighter. Maybe it's your left. Whichever side is tighter, you just want to work it deeper with the breath. You massage your right knee a little bit. Let's offer that support so you can relax into the hip. Allow it to open up and release. right, one more relaxing deep breath into this hip opener. And slowly start to cross over. Right leg over the left, walking the left foot, the center midline of the body, pointing the top toes down. Nice anchor. Inhale, let's add the arms. Exhale, lean it back. And this time, it's going to be left arm on top, right arm on the bottom. Opposite of what we did before. And once you're there, and if you have your arms crossed, then just starting to work them back and forth, just to gently tug away at long held holding patterns in the body, in the shoulders, and in the neck. Deep breath as we lift the elbows up to that shoulder height. And exhale as we round and curl into that sleeping eagle. Chin is to chest, gentle Ujjayi breathing. Back of the neck nice and long. Even though we're curled up into a ball, remember to pull up through the crown of your head. You want to keep the length in your spine. Giving space to each vertebrae, so tucking the tailbone under. Belly in and lengthen. All right, one more breath. And slowly start to lift the body all the way back up. Use your core and release. Shake it out. Relax the shoulders. Take the leg and let it down. Let's do one last shaking it off before final Shavasana. Here we go. Inhale 3 breaths as we let go of the practice now. And we start to let go of everything we know. And for some, this is the hardest pose of all, Shavasana. Allowing ourselves to feel stillness in our bodies. Palms face up in the lap. And the easiest way to get into Shavasana is by simply listening to the hum and buzz of the world around you. Observe the body and get ready to let go. right, go ahead and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And we take a deep breath here. Inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up. Exhale, thumbs to third eye, and let's set your intention now. We're in the year 2021, and now that we're clear, the end of our practice, bringing to mind whatever it is that you want your intention to be. Maybe it's for the day, the week, the month, or even the whole year. Whatever your intention is, it's whatever is in your heart, carrying it with you. We're going to take 3 deep breaths into this intention, so feel it permeate in every cell in your being now. Let's inhale, outstretching the arms above. Exhale, grounding that intention down and pulling it right back up through the cycle, through your heart. 2 more. Inhale, intention goes out and beyond. Exhale, grounding that intention, pulling it right back through the self. 1 more. Powerful intention goes out, knowing that it's going to come right back to where we began. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.